the maize sector, but just not maize. We have a tea bill in the Senate. We are discussing sugar in the Senate.
And Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani yesterday issued a stern warning against striking nurses, saying they risk being arraigned for contempt of court orders that were issued by the Labour Relations Court. The CS said nurses who insisted on boycotting work would be charged in court on Monday. Our reporter Mark Namaso has been following development of this standoff and now brings us the details. Good afternoon, Mark. You are at the NSSF offices where the conciliatory meeting is currently ongoing. What are we looking at from the meeting, Mark?
Now, Grace, the NSSF building is the one that houses the Ministry of Labour on 7th floor. And right now, the conciliatory meeting between SRC, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Labour, as well as the Council of Governors and the Kenya National Union of Nurses is taking place. Now, this meeting will give answers as to what will happen on Monday when 4 officials of the Kenya Union of Nurses will appear before court to answer questions as to why they have not ceased the ongoing strike as ordered by the courts. Remember, they had been told by the courts to end the strike within 60 days and also come to an agreement with the conciliatory meeting in order to accomplish what they had complained about concerning the CBA or the return to work formula that they signed with the government in late 2017. Now, what has happened over the week, like earlier in the week, President Uhuru Kenyatta stepped in, of course, in conjunction with the Council of Governors concerning ordering the nurses back to work by 8 a.m. on Friday. That has not happened. Usually what happens is that whenever there is such industrial action, the government acts on the top officials. Now, what the Kenya National Union of Nurses has done this time round is that they've said, we did not order for a nationwide strike. So what happens is that the individual county governments of the 11 counties under which the industrial action or the strike by nurses is taking place are the ones that are supposed to act. But now what we are seeing is that the the Kenya National Union of Nurses from the national level, officials are the only ones that are coming out. But when you look at the counties, it's all silence. So what happens is that the government has been placed between a rock and a hard place in which they do not know whether they will act on the officials, the national officials of the Kenya National Union of Nurses or those ones at the county level. So what happens today is that whether they come to an agreement or not in this conciliatory meeting, that will determine whether the strike will be called off or the appearance of Kenya National Union of Nurses officials in court on Monday to answer to questions as to why they did not end the strike as ordered by the courts. Grace.
And Mark, do we know perhaps what time these officials will be addressing you?
As at now, we do not know exactly, but the meeting we know began at around 10 a.m. It is still ongoing. It's already 1 and it's ongoing. So what we are going to do is that we'll just have a stakeout here so that we see what they will tell us when they come out of the meeting. But we also understand there's another organization within, there's another union within the health professionals, that one of clinical officers also. They have also called for a press conference. We don't know exactly what they want to say. But we also had another organization that stands for lab technicians or lab officials also coming out to call out to the government to be able to address their issues, even as they also seek to resolve the impasse that is currently facing the nursing profession.
Well, thank you very much, Mark Namaso there, our reporter.